Hey, Piano Man Steve here. Welcome to this video in my series of lessons, or kind of miniature lessons, my free miniature lessons in the Total Beginner's Toolkit. We're going to talk about chords. I'm not going to go through every chord and explain them, but I am going to show you what a chord is. So that you know what we're talking about, and then of course there are videos that you can buy that'll go into depth and detail about all the different chords that are out there and how to apply them and all that good stuff. But basically, whereas we learned the names of the notes, which were C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and all the sharps and flats, a chord is a collection of notes designed to complement each other in a certain way. So it takes, for you have four basic kinds of chords: major, minor, diminished, and augmented. And then you have a lot of, after that you have a lot of really complicated chords, which I go into in detail in some of my chord, what I would call understanding chords and how to apply them series. But for the basic chords that we play, the major, minor, diminished, and augmented, you really only need 3 notes to form it in its entirety. It's called a triad. So in this case, here's a C. A chord, rather than just being a single note, is like this. See how it's a whole bunch of things? It's 3 notes played together. And then you can also throw in, and you can play those 3 notes as many places as you want. You can play as many parts of them as you can get in there, squeeze into them, because as I've talked about, the piano is just a repeating series of the same 12 notes over and over. So if your 3 notes that form the chord are C, E, and G, then you can play as many C's, E's, and G's as your fingers can fit. So you could do this if you wanted to. You can just play octaves in the bottom to give it a good strong foundation, and just 3 up here. You can play it here, or here, or here. It doesn't matter, it's all C chord. So that's what a chord is it's a collection of notes that complement each other in a certain way to create a certain, basically to create a certain kind of sound. Major chords have a similar structure no matter what they're based on. But then, as we talked about in key signatures, you can form a major chord on C, or you can form it on E flat, or you can form it on a G. And while they have the same structure, they all sound a little bit different because they're all done in relationship to that tonic note that we pick out in that key signature. So a G chord is structured around a G, and a C chord is structured around a C. So that's all it is. A chord is simply a collection of notes that complement each other to create a certain kind of sound, and they're all, they all relate back to whatever the tonic note in question is, as we learned about in the key signatures video. So I'll see you on the next one. I hope that you find this at least somewhat enlightening. I will see you in the next video.